All praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. In this video, I think I'm going to entitle it, Is Saying God and Damn the Lord's Name in Vain. Is saying God damn taking the Lord's name in vain? And I can tell you right off from the beginning, the answer is no. Okay? Because the Most High's name is not God. That's the first key. People want to accuse you of when you say, God damn, you're taking the Lord's name in vain. You got that shit from Christianity, man. Christianity told you that, which goes back to a misinterpretation of one of the laws. If you go here to Exodus 20 and verse 7, it says, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. What's the name of the Lord? When you go to it in the Hebrew, the name of the Lord is Yahweh, right here. That's the Most High's name. It's not God. God, a God is what he is. He's the God, but God is not his name. That's the first key, right? And you don't understand what taking the name in vain really means, which Lord willing we'll get through that in this video. So really, in reality, just like if we say Most High, if you say Most High damn, is that a cuss word? The answer is no. It's really stupid. And a lot of you Israelites are not bright. You're not intelligent. You haven't been raised up in the spirit. The spirit hadn't quickened you. You know you're an Israelite. But that's all. But see, like we tell you, you have to repent and be converted. You have to be born again to really be in the truth. Just because you know you're an Israelite and you might wear some fringes and don't eat pork, doesn't mean you've been born again, because you still think like a Christian. You still hold on to Christian tenets. This one guy told me the other day that he battling lust. No shit. As long as you're a grown man, you're going to battle lust, cuz having lust is not a sin. Especially, the sin is when you have lust for a woman that's not your woman. She belongs to somebody else. Just having the feeling of lust is not a sin, because the Most High said, be fruitful and multiply. So, and we had all kinds of women back when we was Israelites. And the men of Israel had all types of women. You were under the law. You could have many wives. Now you were here, over here in Babylon the Great. You still got that same Israelite soul. You want to get it on, but you reduce to either no woman or one woman. So yeah, most of the time, you're going to feel like you're going out of your mind. But guess what you can do? You can get a woman. You still holding on to the Babylonian mindset, thinking that premarital sex is fornication, which is not. That these different things, whenever you're not born again, whenever you're not fully studied, these things become a burden unto you, such as this one. Let's deal with this briefly here. So we know that the Christian church taught you growing up that saying goddamn was a sin, which is not. Now, this is from somebody on the comment board. Now, it was from a video I did dealing with Deuteronomy 24, 1 and 2. This person thank the Most High God. I don't understand how niggas is still using the Most High name in vain, especially as Israelites. And then he put the timestamp 7:14 and 8:29 when I said goddamn a couple of times. I said the name is Yahweh, not God, you meathead. Saying goddamn is not taking the Lord's name in vain. And when you analyze the scriptures, you find this out. Let's go back to Exodus where we was. This is Exodus 20 and 7. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy power in vain, for the Lord, that's his name, Yahweh, will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. And you people are really stupid out there. If we knew that was taking the name of the Lord in vain, saying goddamn, we wouldn't say it. We wouldn't say it. Here it is. It says right here, vain, vanity, false, lying, falsely. Right? What does it say? Emptiness, vanity, falsehood. That's what in vain means. Emptiness, nothingness, vanity. Emptiness of speech, lying, worthless of conduct. In the sense of desolating, evil, as destructive, literally ruin, or morally, especially guile, which is like trickery. Figuratively, idolatry is really dealing with idolatry. When you take the name of the Lord in vain, what are you doing? You saying that you in a covenant with the Lord, but you living otherwise. You're saying you're an Israelite, but then you still doing things of the world. That's taking the Lord's name in vain. Because what's our name? Yah-Sharallah. Yah means he, Shar means prince, Allah means God, right? But that's not his name. Now together we're Yah-Sharallah. He is the son of the living God. So if you say you an Israelite and you in the truth, but then you go celebrate Christmas, now you took the Lord's name in vain. If you do things outside of your heritage, you're doing You taking the name of the Lord in vain. You're in a sense, you're profaning his holy name. Again, it says idolatry is false, subjective, uselessness as deceptive, objective, also adverbally in vain, falsely, lying, vain, vanity. You see that? It never once said harsh language or in speech. It never said that. And also all you had to do was look the word up. You're repeating what you heard from the Christians. This is a person that find out you're an Israelite. Then you go around in the earth keeping them same bitch ass tenets from Christianity, such as you cussing, brother, you cussing, you idiots. You idiots. Now somebody else may say, well, when you say God damn, that means you damning somebody else. God wouldn't damn another person. Man, you saying the Most High condemning somebody. He don't condemn. Yes, he does. And he gave us the right to condemn. Isaiah 45:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. You can say, God damn your soul. The Most High going to destroy you. That's really what we're saying, right? This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So we can condemn you, even in the sense that you try to make it seem as though you can't condemn nobody. The Most High said we can condemn them. We can condemn them. I had another scripture here, and I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Deuteronomy 5:11. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy power in vain. Matter of fact, when you look up here at verse 9, it says, thou shalt not, verse 8, listen, verse 7, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth. Thou shalt, you see the colon right here, at the end of earth, thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord, am thy God, am a jealous God. Let me read that again. For I, the Lord, thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy power in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Then he goes into the Sabbath. You see? So he tells you don't worship idols. You can't worship no other gods and all of that. Don't have no other God before me. Don't make no graven image. And oh, by the way, don't yell out goddamn while you're doing it. That ain't what it means. It's not what it means. You just can't see it because you still got black in your mind, man. Your mind is still black. You're black. You're black. Now, when you look into it, this help you understand a little better, right? You profane the name of the Lord by your actions. Let's go. I guess we can read that. Leviticus 18:21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am the Lord. And I had some more scriptures on deck too. Let's see here. Hold on, brothers. It may be right here. No, I could look it up. And it help you see even better too. Before we go to profane, let's look at these. So this is we read Exodus, we read Deuteronomy. Look at this one. This is Psalms 139 and 20. And let's open it up here. Psalms 139 and verse 19. It says, surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O power. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. What do the enemies do when they take the Lord's name in vain in this regard? You think the enemy said, God damn, that made the enemies, they took the name of the Lord in vain? No, they made it of none effect. Right? Emptiness, falsehood, vanity. Well, we read all of these. As a matter of fact, let's get the translation here. That may make it easier to understand. What do enemies do when they took the name of the Lord in vain? Salakia. The NLT says they blaspheme you. Your enemies misuse your name. NIV, they speak of you with evil intent. Your adversaries misuse your name. You see? And in some cases, like when people come on the comment board and they literally say, you know, they call the Most High something else, or say something messed up in regards to his people or whatever. Now let's get, hold on here, I'm trying to get back where I was. Okay. Look at this in Proverbs 30. We're going to start at verse 7. It says, 2 things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain. You see that? You take the name of the Most High in vain. Why? Because you're going to, let's read the translation here. You're going to do the opposite of what you should be doing. For if I grow rich, I may deny you and say, who is the Lord? And if I am too poor, I may steal and thus insult the Most High's holy name. Why? Why does it say that? Because you're supposed to be under the covenant of the Lord. What's one of the laws? Thou shalt not steal. Right? So if you living outside of that, now you taking the Most High's name in vain. You put his name upon you by saying you're one of his people, but then you go and steal. Matter of fact, let's go to Romans. I got to get that in the New Testament. Romans 2. I don't know if I got the right verse. It says, Romans 2:21. Listen, thou therefore which teachest another, teachest not thyself also? Thou that preachest a man should not steal, dost thou steal? Thou that sayest a man should not commit adultery, dost thou commit adultery? Thou that abhorrest idols, dost thou commit sacrilege? Listen, thou that makest thy boast of the law, through breaking the law, dishonorest thou the Most High. For the name of the Most High is blasphemed among the Gentiles through you, as it is written. And that right there really is a cut. You blaspheme the name, or you take the Most High's name in vain, or you profane his name by living like a damn demon, like by being a beast, being a hypocrite. That's a cold cut. And that's really all we need right there. You find this further when you see Ezekiel 22 and 26. Let's read it. It says, now let's open that up. Ezekiel 22 and 25. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion ravening the prey. They have devoured souls. They have taken the treasure and precious things. They have made her many widows in the midst thereof. Her priests have violated my law and have profaned mine holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean. And I have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profaned among them. It's right there, man. And I am profaned among them. You are taking the Lord's name in vain. You profaning his name. Ezekiel 36 and 22. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord power, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for mine holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen, whither ye went. And profanity is not saying ass, shit, damn, son of a bitch. That's not profanity. Profanity is when you live outside of the ways of the Lord. You're profaning his name. Just like saying goddamn is not taking the Lord's name in vain. Taking the name of the Lord in vain and profaning his name and blaspheming his name all kind of come in that same lot together. It's not dealing with language. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh, saith the Lord power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. It's real easy if you just look and stop trying to be a damn American all your life, a black man. You see? Leviticus 19 and 12, and ye shall not swear by my name falsely, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am Yahweh. That's all we need to read. You different jakes out there. You love, but see, you still caught up in that American way, which we know you ain't on no level, man. You watch the video. See, I knew a lot of little different strange Israelites would be attracted to a video about women, sex, being marriage, all. You concerned with all that shit. That shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing, man. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Because those are popular items among you little regular ass Israelites. You ain't think about prophecy. You want to know, can a man have more than one wife? Can you have a concubine? Why you got to be with one of the other nations, brother? All the Israelites are just all black. What do I do with my foreskin when they cut it off? Yo, dumbass. You worrying about all that other stuff and not worrying about salvation. But yeah, so Saying goddamn is not taking the Lord's name in vain. We know you've been taught that, but you gotta get out of that. You gotta be born again, or have a new understanding, should we say. You ain't even been quickened yet. Now some people gonna still, well, I still don't like it. Don't say it. Don't say it. But don't look sideways at men who use strong language. If you can't handle it, don't watch our videos. You ain't gonna tell us how to talk. You shouldn't be talking them Gentile cussing words. You niggas act like the Israelites wasn't saying harsh language before we came into the other nations. You think the Israelites was such a clean people? Then why did we get put under the curses then? And we didn't ever do shit wrong. You just don't know you don't know what's going on. Just keep your mouth closed. Just stay away from us, all you weird ass Israelites out there. For those that can receive it, saying goddamn is not a curse word, okay? And even for those that can't receive it, that's the truth of the matter. That's not taking the Lord's name in vain.